If you've never been to Poland, you're missing out on one of the most underrated travel destinations in Europe. It's got history, stunning architecture, gorgeous landscapes, and you won't need a second mortgage to enjoy it. Let's explore. Let's start with Kraków. Imagine walking through a city that feels like a living fairy tale. The old town is buzzing with life, street performers, horse-drawn carriages, and the iconic Wawel Castle. You can't visit Kraków without hitting the main market square. It's massive and dates back to the 13th century. Auschwitz-Birkenau is heavy, but it has to be on this list. A day trip from Kraków, this former concentration camp, pulls you into history in a way that no book or documentary ever could. It's sobering, but necessary. Then there's Warsaw, the capital. If you think it's all skyscrapers now, think again. The old town was rebuilt after World War II, brick by brick. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site that blends history and resilience into every cobblestone. If you're into postcard-perfect views, Zakopane is unbeatable. Known as the winter capital of Poland, it's nestled in the Tatra Mountains. You don't even need to ski, just the sight of those snowy peaks works like therapy. Oh, and the wooden chalets? Incredible. Gdańsk is a must-see, especially if you like Baltic Sea vibes. It's one of those cities that feels like a puzzle piece of Gothic, Renaissance, and modern architecture. The Long Market looks straight out of a movie set. Stop there for some legit Polish amber. Have you heard of Wrocław? It's a colorful wonderland of bridges and canals. I'm serious, there are over 100 bridges here. Plus, they've got these little gnome statues all around the city. Finding them is like Poland's version of a treasure hunt. The Masurian Lake District isn't your typical travel recommendation, but man, it's stunning. Think over 2,000 lakes, lush forests, and quiet villages. It's where you go to slow life down, rent a kayak, camp under the stars, or just hike around. Poland's castles are another world. Malbork Castle is the largest brick castle on Earth. Walking through it feels like you've gone back to medieval times. If massive walls and stories of Teutonic knights intrigue you, this one's a bucket list stop. And speaking of castles, have you seen Książ Castle? It's straight-up magic, tucked into a forest. It has over 400 rooms, yes, 400. Hitler's troops even used this place during the war, adding a labyrinth of tunnels below it. For a dose of seaside relaxation, hit up Sopot. It's home to Europe's longest wooden pier. Imagine the breeze of the Baltic Sea as you stroll down with an ice cream in hand. No stress, just vibes. It's like Poland's chill-out corner. Finally, let's talk about Toruń. If gingerbread is your thing, you'll fall in love here. The medieval architecture is incredible, but the real MVP is the Gingerbread Museum. It's not just about eating, you get to make your own. How cool is that? Poland is a hidden gem. It's not just one thing, it's everything. History, nature, architecture, and even food. And it's pretty easy on the wallet, which never hurts. Get it on your travel list. You'll thank me later.